there. So I am going to be having a sale coming up starting on Tuesday for supplements, and it goes for 2 days, and it's 25% off my whole dispensary. So there are thousands of supplements on my dispensary, and the supplements that are on there are not like your run-of-the-mill supplements that you might get like at the grocery store, for instance. So I actually wanted to tell you a little bit about my story and how I use supplements and dietary change to completely rehabilitate my health, which is what I do for a living. So I struggled with chronic constipation my whole life, and this started with like childhood illnesses and like rounds and rounds and rounds of antibiotics. Like in a given year, I would have taken between 6 to 12 rounds of antibiotics, and this was of course during a time when we didn't realize the damage that antibiotics can do to the gut. Granted, they're also amazing. Like my daughter is taking antibiotics right now, and they are so incredibly helpful for this ear infection that she had. But simultaneously, they need to be matched with probiotics and gut support and fermented foods and all of those pieces to help restore gut function after antibiotics. So anyways, I came into my late 20s with a lot of different health issues, and focusing on my gut health really turned everything around. So I did a whole kind of protocol that I'm not going to talk about today, but I'll talk about what I do take on a daily basis. So I still take a butyric acid supplement. So the one that I have right now is Enterovite. Apex Energetics is an amazing company. They only partner with licensed practitioners, so again, you can't buy this at a grocery store. Butyric acid is essentially food for your colon. So the colon, about 70% of its energy comes from butyric acid. Foods like grass-fed butter, for instance, have a pretty high concentration of butyric acid, but I also take an additional support for my colon, especially again because I have a history of constipation, and so really need to help keep that colon healthy. Megaspore Biotics is an incredible probiotic. Not all probiotics are made the same. This probiotic is designed to really take root in your GI and proliferate there. Some probiotics are transient. In other words, they just go through your system. Other ones are native. They stay put and they build their own population, which is what you want, especially in the case of like something like antibiotics. You really want to take a probiotic that's going to reestablish that gut microbiome. Inositol. So for those of you who are familiar with my story, I have polycystic ovary syndrome, which is very closely related to diabetes. I got an incredible amount of relief with my polycystic ovary syndrome symptoms when I started working on my gut health. It was dramatic. I wasn't getting my period at all. And then when I started working on my gut, my period came back. Inositol is really, really helpful for helping to balance blood sugar. And I take this every day. By the way, there's so much research out there about all of these things that I'm sharing with you, so Google it and you will see what I'm talking about. Vitex, this is progesterone support. So I don't really take this anymore, which is amazing. I used to really struggle with estrogen dominance, and I'm doing kind of a whole series on social media right now on that, on Instagram that is. And estrogen dominance is not very much fun, and a lot of us struggle with estrogen dominance, so taking a progesterone support really helps to counteract the impacts of estrogen dominance. The research on Vitex is incredible. It's very, very effective, and I look at hormone panels every week and see the before and after of my clients who, came to me with estrogen dominance, get them on a protocol that includes that Vitex, and it makes a world of difference. HPA Access, I take this when I'm having trouble sleeping or if I've been really stressed out. This is so incredibly helpful. Betaine Plus, this is a stomach acid supplement. Stomach acid is a pretty key piece of gut health that I work on with a lot of my clients. Some clients are not ready to take a stomach acid supplement, so if you have like acid reflux or ulcers, that kind of thing, definitely you are not in a position to start taking stomach acid. We need to do some other work to help prepare you for that. But here's an interesting tidbit on this with me is that I was taking, when I first started my gut health work, 7 of these. Now, one of these pills is 7 times stronger than a different type of stomach acid called hydrozyme. Okay, so one of these pills is 7 hydrozymes, which is what I start most of my clients on. I was taking 7 of these. Now there's a whole process for determining how much of these you need to take. I don't even really take these anymore unless I have like a super heavy protein meal. You can find all of these supplements that I'm recommending in my gut healing protocol, which is linked in my supplement dispensary shop. So you'll find all the instructions on stomach acid, for instance, and it's a fairly clear-cut process, but if you run into trouble, then you need extra help, and you should contact me, and we should talk about other things that we need to do to help you out. But also in my gut healing protocol, totally free, is a whole lot of resources, ebooks, guides, recipes. Like, if you want to hit the ground running and really do this thing, I want to make sure that you have all the information that you need. So I've got Ultimate Guide to Nutrition and Gut Health. This really talks through like the gut healing process, which is really helpful for people, I think, to start to wrap their head around what it looks like to really heal your gut. It's a very distinctive step-by-step process. Probiotics. Okay, lots to know about probiotics. The paleo diet, this is usually what I'll recommend to my clients who have gut issues. There are a lot of caveats to that. I also run a food inflammation test to make sure that you're not eating something that's really inflammatory for you. I also have my hormone healing protocol on my dispensary, so that goes through all of like the foundational baseline supports for hormone balance, vitamin B's, D's, omega-3 fatty acids, magnesium, and I also give you like a full breakdown of why each one of those nutrients is so important for hormonal health. So go check that out. You can go to my bio, go to my dispensary. That'll link you over to these different protocols, and you can kind of read about each of them. And you get 25% off on supplements through Wednesday, the 15th. The sale ends at 11:59 p.m. on Wednesday nights. Okay, so go educate yourself. Even if you don't get any supplements, just go grab those free resources. They're available for you. I think you'll learn a lot. Remember, education is really the key to us being able to take care of our bodies. All right, have a great day.